Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, I've done a few lights on the Scirocco that I've installed. It's just that I didn't make videos of it. So I'm going to show you today step by step each and every one. All of the videos I'm going to post, I will be posting the link in the description. But before we continue, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. Let's go. Let's continue. Let me show you guys what it looks like and then as well how I have done it. Enjoy.
I can fly.
So as you can see, we have got the number plate lights at the back that I'm going to show you as well how we're going to do that. Then when we move around the car, we've got this lights as well that I've replaced with the LEDs, and then as well as this bottom lights with the LEDs as well. And just for a bit extra taste, I've also managed to install front bumper lights here at the bump. I will show you now all of those lights, how I've installed them, how to replace them, just for you for future reference search as well if you want to do it. It's not difficult to do, it's really quite simple, and I'm going to show you now how we're going to get started. So first things first, let me show you how I have installed this bottom lights. I believe you call it the fog lights. How I've installed those lights step by step. As you can see, it looks really nice and decent. I would like to exchange this globe as well, as I've already done my sport lights, but I would like to do this driving lights, the normal driving lights as well. Let's continue. Let's do this globes quickly. First of all, we're going to start. We have to open the bonnet from your Scirocco. So you've got the lever here that you're going to pull. That's opening the bonnet. And then now, once the bonnet is open, you can just come to the bonnet and open the latch here at the bottom. You've got a small pin that you can press. If you go and look underneath there, you can see the pin. So you're going to open your bonnet. And then once it's open, you've got this latch here that you're going to use to hold the bonnet in place so that you can work. You don't need someone to keep your bonnet open for yourself to be able to work. So here you latch it into your hood, and then this side is easily. You don't actually need to remove anything from this side, due to that you've got your space, everything here at the bottom that you can work to be able to access all of your wiring. So first thing that I will suggest you to do is remove this plug here. It's got a pin here at the top that you can just press it in. Then once you've pressed that pin in, just press this whole pin forward and then push it back. It makes it a whole lot easier to get this pin out. So you're going to press it, then you're going to push it forward, and then you're going to press it. We've got the light there at the bottom. So now once you are there, let me get the light properly, you can just take the whole globe, push it in a bit, and then just turn it anti-clockwise so that you can get it loose, as it's got its own brackets at the bottom that it bulbs into, it screws into. So take that globe, push it in a bit, and then turn it anti-clockwise, and then it will just pop right out. As you can see, we've got the whole bulb in our hand. And then let me show you now. This is mine that I've installed. So now you can just unplug that plug at the bottom, and then make sure that you plug it in the right way, because if you connect it the different way, it's not going to work. There's only one way. It can fit two ways, but it will only work in one certain way. So now once that you have got this light out, you can just reinstall it. And once you reinstall it, you take your bulb, you push it back into the hole where you removed it from. I don't know if you can see there, there's not really a lot of space to show you guys, but once it's in there, just turn it around a bit, make sure it goes into the correct lining holes setup, and then once it's in there, make sure it's flat, isn't able to move around. And then once you've got that in and proper in place, you have to feel basically everything with your hands, otherwise you won't get far. And then once it's in, you can just turn it again clockwise, and then you'll feel until it can't no more, then you know it's attached. I do apologize for the view, as the space down there to video and to show you what's going on, there's no space, there's really not a lot of space. You can literally just fit your hand in here. So that we are done this side, I can go and show you what we're going to do that side. First thing is, as you can see, there's literally no space to work in there, so I would really suggest you remove this panel as well as your light, except if you want to work underneath the car, but there's literally no space that you are going to struggle to get underneath and get everything done. So I would suggest for you to remove this panel. As you can see, I don't have my normal washers in here, nor the bolts that's in here, but I'll show you the bolts that I'm using, the sizes, as well as the original size that you're gonna use for this bolts that's keeping everything in place right here. So for my washers, my bolts that I'm using a T4 Allen key. Here's the size. It's a T4 Allen key that I'm gonna use to remove the bolts that I've got on top. So first thing, to get this plate out, you're gonna remove 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. So let's remove this 4 bolts, and then we'll take the next steps. Now I've got all my 4 bolts removed. Now you can just take the plate, just move it away slightly. As you can see, it's going to hook a bit there, but just move it slightly. The reason for that is you do have this cable here to open your hood, and you really don't want to detach it. The reason for that is because many people detach it, and then once they are done, they put the plate back but forget to attach it. Then you've got a big problem by loosening up this wire, so to open your hood again. I do know how to do it. I've done it before as well. That's something I'm talking out of experience. But if you would like to see how to open your hood if you have forgotten to attach that, I can show you. It's not a problem. It's actually really quite easy. It just takes a bit of time, but it is doable. But now let's continue. Now we're going to remove the light. So the light is obtaining 2 bolts. We've got 1 bolt there, as well as another bolt here, and that is called splines. We're using splines to remove these 2 bolts, and I've got my splines right here. And for these splines, you use your T27 for those 2 bolts, and as well you can also use this spline to remove the original bolts that look like this. As you can see, you can also use it to T27 to remove those bolts, as it's the same that's originally here, it's just that I've replaced mine. So now I'm going to remove this bolt right here, and then as well, if you look behind the light, you'll see there's another bolt there. You'll also remove this bolt. Now that we've got both bolts out, I would suggest once again remove your wiring for your light. As you can see, there's the pin, and then like I've mentioned to you, pull the pin and then pull the whole plug forward and then pull it back. It's just really easier and simpler to remove it, and you won't struggle as much. As we've got that now removed, you can start taking your globe, your whole light. I'm just going to try to push it there one side. It's actually going to be a bit difficult, but it's fine. Now you're just going to take your light, take it out slowly, don't bend anything, don't be too aggressive, and then now you've got your whole light out, easy and simple. And then now we can continue with removing the bulbs. As you can see, it's much easier and accessible than it is that side. So yeah, let me show you how we're going to continue this side. Now that you've got everything out of the way, as you can see, here is the exact same bulb that we've done that side. I'm just not going to take it out now, but yeah, you get the idea. I don't know if the space is also not really good to work at. But yeah, like I said, you just take your bulb, twist it anti-clockwise, pull it out, then you just unplug your plug for your light, and then you plug in your new one, and then you just take your bulb, push it back into the hole, and then once it's in the hole, make sure it's nice and flat before you just push it in. And then once it's flat, you'll feel it won't be able to move much. Then you just take it, you turn it clockwise, and then you will feel at the end it will catch and it won't be able to turn any further. Then you would know that your bulb have been installed properly. So yeah, that is how we have done this bottom ones. This is how you replace the bulb, or even if you just want to upgrade it or put something else like I've done, where I've installed LEDs. It's really easy, it's really simple, it's really not that difficult. It just takes time to do it, and it looks really neat, looks really snazzy, brings your car a bit up to date, as all of these new modern cars have got this white bluish lights, and I just personally think it looks really good. Now that we are done with all our lights, we can start by installing our light. So first you're going to hook it in there at the back. Once it's basically fitted at the back, you can bring it here at the front. Just make sure that hole goes past this cover here. Then you can just push it down, and then once it's down, just push it down a bit further with the whole light, and then as you will see here, it will look really sketchy. So you can just take the light, push it back a bit, and then once again, if it's back, just push it to the front. And as you can see, it's starting to line up already. Then you just take this piece of bracket, make sure you put in the front side underneath the whole panel first, just like that. And once that is there and it's all lined up, you can also put it on this side. And now we're going to start like basically how we've removed it. We're going to install these two bolts first. This one for the light, one at the front, and then one at the back as well. And now remember, it's got this plastic thing in. Do not throw this away, as it lines this whole light up exactly where it's supposed to be. As you can see, it's got like this big space where it fills up there at the bottom, and then it lines the light up exactly where you want it. So you can put that one in, and then as well the front one, you can install that, and then once that's there, you can just start fastening them as it will line it up. Now that we have everything intact, as you can see, the light is nice and stiff, it's sharp, it's not going anywhere. Then we can align this panel up, and then there's the another 4 bolts you can install. It's one there, one here, one there, and then one on top here as well. Make sure you line up all of them first before you just fasten them. So you'll start from, always starting here from the front. I'll put it in nicely, and then I'll just finger tighten it so it will still be able to move should I want to move it. And then we can take the next one and install it here at the back. Once again, just finger tighten them for now. Don't just tighten them yet, as you still want this panel to move a bit while you are still busy working. And then once that one is fastened a bit, you can take the next one and then install them there. Like I said, this is really nice. Make sure that you don't lose it. Then once it's there, you can just finger tighten it again, and then now you can take your last ones and then just install it at the last hole. So now once that is done and dusted, you can then take your, my Allen key that I'm using, as I don't have the normal bolts like you guys have, so I can just tighten it now a bit further, and then go to the next one, tighten it a bit more, as well as this one, tighten it a bit more, and then as well as the last one. Then once all of that has been tightened, you can then take it and just fasten it properly, so you know it won't go anywhere, and that it keeps everything in place so that you don't lose it, or it rattles, or any funny business that it's not supposed to do. And then yeah, that's the last bolt, and then we are finished. So that is how easy, how fast it is to exchange your bulbs. And then once all of that is done, do not forget your last piece, and that is to attach your wiring for your lights again. And then there you can see all of it is done and dusted, and that is exactly how it looks once everything is done and dusted. As you can see, it looks nice and proper. I really like it. It really looks really neat to me, really clean. And then I can also show you once my brights are on. So I'm gonna come to the car here and then switch on my brights. And there you can see now basically what she looks like. Let me try to focus here with all of the lights, so that these brights are really sharp. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I would just like to get new bulbs for those gold ones as well, so all of them is white and it will look nice, neat and proper once and for all. Okay, so yeah, that is how to do your globes in your car, like I've done. If ever you've wanted how to do it, I just decided let me do a video so that you guys can see how simple it really is. It's just that it takes a bit of time, a bit of patience, but you'll get there once you get started. I will have a link in the description for all of the lights that I've done, for if you want to go and see how I've done it, so that you can see all of the lights that I've done. If there's anything else as well that you would like me to show you guys how I've done it or how to do it, anything simple, please inform me. I know there's a few guys that's been questioning how to remove your Scirocco back seats. When I've got time, I will do that as well. But if there's anything that you guys would like to know how to do it on the Scirocco, please leave it down in the comments, and then I will make a video about it to show you guys how I'm doing it. Some people might do it different. I will show you my way, how I'm doing it, and then obviously you'll also see the beginning and the end results as well. And then yeah guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. And then as well, don't forget I also built my Nissan 20ZX. It's just that we need some time to continue working on it. But yeah, just thought that I'll quickly show you guys how I do this. I'll do my lights, and then yeah, because I know some of you want to do it and you guys are not sure how to do it. So I just thought that for me to show you guys how I do it, that it will make things easier for you should you want to do it at your own time or at your house or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys, I appreciate it. You must enjoy. God bless, and then I'll see you guys on the next videos. Enjoy. Cheers. Bye. Be safe. Look after yourself. God bless.
I can fly.